Hello, my little bees. Boy, have I missed you. Quite a few things to talk about. I apologize first because I was away last weekend, so some of you did give me some kind of little cute reprimand. I love it. So it is my pleasure to be back. I wasn't here. I didn't get to make any videos last weekend because I went to a couple of events. One, and I want to talk about them because they were good things, and we got to talk about good things. So one was for those of us who are lucky to be in the South Bay of Los Angeles area. There is this wonderful little theater in the city of Westchester, which is called the Westchester Playhouse, and there was a group called the Kentwood Players, if I have this right. They are doing the musical of Rent right now until June 17th. So please don't hesitate to go check out the website of the Kentwood Players at the Westchester Playhouse in the city of Westchester. Maybe if I remember, I put a link either in the comment or in the description. Because the cast was fabulous. I loved the musical, and I really had a wonderful time. Just keep in mind it's a community theater, so it's small and it's fun, it's convivial, and like I said, the cast was great. So that was one. And then on when was it? I'm gonna put this here to have the little birds noises because there is stuff going on outside. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a sip. This weekend, I found out, I think it was not the first time I saw it, but it's the first time I went. Facebook gave me, there is no accident, so thank you, universe. Facebook made me aware of something called the Magick market, I believe it was, and they seem to be doing it, I wouldn't say with every holidays of the witches calendar, but one of the artists that I had the chance to, or privilege to talk with when I was there, was showing me his first artwork for the event, and it was a Yule drawing. So obviously they had an event for the season of Yule, and right now they had an event for the season of Beltane. So at the Magick market, she doesn't know I'm talking about her. I didn't even introduce myself to her as having a little channel, but there was this wonderful little lady who was making, amongst other things, witch bells. So I finally got myself a witch bell. Let's just attract good energies and send away bad energies. This one has a butterfly on it and a key. So the butterfly is perfect for doing a reading about the new moon, like I'm going to be doing today. Because it talks about transformation, elevation, new life, trust in the universe. When the caterpillar did its cocoon, it didn't know its life was going to end as a caterpillar and turn into a butterfly. It just did what it was supposed to do, trusted in the universe, went into his cocoon, and turned himself into a gorgeous butterfly. So that's what that talks to us about. And the key is also message of being able to open the door. So again, what's behind the door, and new ideas, new opportunities. So but I wanted to show you it because it's great, and mostly because I wanted to talk about I forgot her name. She is able to be, we can find her on Instagram, and the name of her little business, I think she can be found on Etsy too, is Hand Karma, and her Instagram is at hand-karma. So you guys don't hesitate to go see her website. She's an absolute sweetheart. There we go. I'm gonna hand this back to my door. And before I go into the new moon reading, I want to wish a happy birthday to the people born between the 11th and the 15th of May. And today we are the 16th. So also the people born, you know what, 1620, maybe I can do it. So happy birthday to you guys born on the 16th, but maybe I'll do it at the end of the week. So the people born, I'm sorry I missed you guys too. For those born between the 11th and the 15th of May, your angel's name is Lauviah, Lauviah. The third angelic ray of the choir of the cherubs is Lauviah, and he takes care of the energies of Uranus and Jupiter. This guardian angel manifests himself by attraction and not by the destruction like the previous one, like Aladia was by getting rid of all the bad all your karma, so you don't owe anything. This one is attracting, so this angel add to the virtues of wealth from Jupiter, the splendor, the gorgeousness, to use my word, of Uranus, to allow pretty much being famous. It will allow you to be known. They're protected. The protected of Lauviah can find themselves economic in a high, elevated and wealthy type of life when Lauviah is quote-unquote activated by prayer or invocation. We can always obtain from the high of these worlds. The people who are not born in this time period, who are not the quote-unquote protected of Lauviah can still obviously oh, I'm so sorry I missed this. You can still pray to him during those 5 days, during May 11th and 15th. That's too bad we just missed that. So keep in mind that if you want to pray to this angel during this time period, he will help you. So what I just learned by reading this too is that even if you're not born during this time period, but you want to have the help for something in particular related to these angels that I talked to you about, and I try weekly, you can during that time period. You know what, I'm going to talk about the next one too anyways, just in case. So demander leur propre garde de transmettre, or you can ask your angel, the one that is protecting you, to connect with Lauviah to do your request. If you have a dream of becoming famous or being well known. So if you want to have these prayers, please do not hesitate to let me know. I will send you the translation. You can email me at onwithlouise@gmail.com. And for the people born between May the 16th and the 20th, so happy birthday to you. I love the name of your guardian angel. It's Hahaiah. It makes me want to laugh just by looking at it. The fourth cherub angel represents for their protected the strongest and most efficient protection against adversity. Obviously there is Mars in there. Yes, he is the one looking over the energies of Uranus and Mars, and by him the person will be inspired, guided towards situations of light. This angel is a great destructor of your enemy, of the adversity. He appears in the life of, he will appear in your life to dissolve all of a sudden all bad situations, but like situations that's like, I don't want to use the word evil, but situation that has bad juju around you. And oblige, in this way, if we can say it this way, to look up in the sky, to to appreciate, to realize that the situation that happened to you is divine, that the way you were saved in a divine way. Love will manifest itself in dramatic moments, maybe even to save life. Love will come from the above, like a dream, like something that's not real. This guardian angel has a title of refuge angel, and it's by love and through love that the energies of Uranus are coming from. So he will bring peace and protection to those who feel that they are persecuted. Nice angel. I'm glad I talked to him. I talked about him because if you want to pray to him, you can ask your angel to connect with him, through prayer, obviously. Something to keep in mind is your angels are there for you, but you do have to call on them. They will be available to you. They will be honored and happy to come and help you, but you do have to ask them for their help. Prayer, if you want a translation, please email me at onwithlouise@gmail.com. Again, pleasure to give it to you. And again, happy birthday to the people born between the 11th and the 20th of May. So this Friday, we have and that was obviously provided to you by the book from Hahaiah, who is also an angel's name, by the way. This Friday, we have a new moon. So, as I've said before, new moon talks to us about beginning of a new cycle. There is a few ritual or a few things you need to be aware. I'm going to go quickly over them in case you're new, and if you're new, welcome. Please subscribe. Welcome to our hive. New moon. So this will be this Friday, by the way, early in the morning, 8:53 a.m. So as early as 8:53 a.m. you can start your manifesting, your hoping, your wishing. This is, if you are not necessarily into if you don't necessarily think that manifesting work or that this is not for you, just make a list of the things you want to work on, the things you would like to improve, the things you would like to happen in your life, obviously always in a positive sentence. Because the universe only understands positives. It will get confused and we don't want to get into negative manifesting anyways. This is too confusing. Apologies, I had to take a sip. So, like I was saying, make your list just by writing the goals you would like to set for yourself. It will be a form of manifesting because you are already putting your mind to it. So, this is just a little thing, but it won't hurt anyone and it will help you greatly. Keep in mind that the new moon will mark the start of a new cycle, like I said. So keep your emotions as positive as possible because it will set the tone for the months to come. This is a good time to give up bad habits and addiction. This is also a good time to plant roots. If you want to plant that grow, you have to wait for the full moon. What else? Keep calm. You can start a diet. Oh, I wanted to start today. I should wait for Friday. Good excuse to give me a few more days. And I think that's about it. This is new moon and full moon, also a good day for charities because all the energies you send out in the world come back to you greatly. Not that we do it for things to come back to us, but hey, if you want to bring yourself good energies to you, it's also a good thing. Okay, let's see who is with us today. I missed this. Oh, you know what? I'll read it after. S'il vous plaît, who is with us today for this moon reading? Whoa, 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 whoa. for you. We have, I believe we've had her before. When a card keeps coming back, it means there is a message that we need to hear. So our hive is not very big, it's still little. So some of us still need to be reminded of that. Keep hope. She talks about love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. So some of us may still have some anger in themselves, some difficulties to trust in the universe. Please accept that love is yours. Not that we don't love this card. It's very pretty. It talks about the Trinity. It has a sun. It means that there is only good things around you. But I'm curious about what the Oracle has else to give us. Okay, so she also reminds me of Mother Mary. We have the veil. Like I said, we have the Trinity. We have the notion of purity with the lotus. We have the notion of Buddha. We have the notion of reincarnation. We have the notion of trust in the universe. Really, with the butterfly too, it's like really trust that good things are on their way to you. And they will happen to you only if you open your heart and your mind to it. As long as you don't feel deserving, which, please, we are all deserving. This is the only way that it will, that you will make things. Oh, what did I read? I heard some things sometimes this week or in the past few days about allowing to receive, allowing the universe to give us what it is that we are meant to receive. As long as we feel like we don't deserve, we just won't. So that's how it is. That hope card is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we have Jesus. Forgiveness came back. I put away the last tea message that I had here from last reading, which was talking about forgiveness. And here we have Jesus to remind ourselves to forgive ourselves and to forgive others. Being in the state of forgiveness and gratitude will only make you lighter, will only allow you to get what you deserve. Not to get in the sense to allow yourself, okay? As long as you carry anger, grudge towards someone else, you will have all that ugliness that will stop you from receiving the light that hope wants to give you. You are on the path of light, love and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Father healing. Interesting, I said father. Father healing is possible at this time. So everything is possible. And we have the color blue and we have the color yellow. If that talks, and look at all the connections here. Those are obviously making me think of chakra colors. The yellow is a plexus chakra. When your plexus chakra is not in order, we have issues: the pancreas, stomach, liver, small intestine, blood sugar, and digestion problem. And the blue one is a throat chakra. We may have neck, ears problems, respiratory problems called sinuses, allergies. This is all that by allowing ourselves to forgive ourselves for what we think we may have done, because we can't change the past. So please allow yourself to go back to zero. And that makes me think again about the butterfly from the witch spell. You can, by allowing love, allowing yourself to send out love and to receive love. That's what you do by forgiving yourself and forgiving those who you think wronged you, because everybody comes from their own feeling and emotion and experiences. So sometimes we get offended or hurt from something and we don't realize that we may have generated that pain in the other person, and that's why they did what they could have done. And if you feel like you have done something that you shouldn't have, then it's done. It's in the past. Ask the universe to forgive you, forgive yourself, and move on. And obviously with the energy to want to do better. You know, just don't be like, oh, I'm going to do it again. I forgave myself. I'm going to keep on doing wrong. Obviously, that's not the goal here. Okay, very cool. Let's see what other energy we have. With the wisdom of the oracle, s'il vous plaît. Oopsie, what flew? We just got one. Fantastic piece. Nice. I mean, the work speaks for itself. We have a number 23. We have the word peace. So this new moon is bringing us the energy of peace. Maybe that goes with the forgiveness, like with forgiving yourself for others, you will create peace for yourself and for the people around you. You have the dove bringing the olive branch, so maybe this is telling you that, or telling us that we have the power to make that forgiveness situation happen. We have the power to bring this branch, to bring the olive branch. We have the power to wave the white flag. This is all our choice. All of that is in our heart. And the messages of the universe today with this full moon is really telling us to be the better person, and to remind us that we have the choice and the power to bring peace around us, for us. And see, look at that. There is a thing not for you, meaning to me that you may think that you were not responsible for whatever situation, but you have the power to finish the difficult situation. So I like that. This is nice. So beautiful energies and words, and also reminding us that we are responsible for what we do. We are responsible for our actions, and we are responsible for making things better. Here is a message of the tea that I forgot to read at the beginning. Accept who you are in this moment, but acknowledge who you want to become. That, I had forgotten what it was, because I read it and I was like, I'm going to take it. This will be good, because this made me think of the new moon. Again, with the change, I was talking about the butterfly at the beginning of the guidance. And this is all, you know, between the forgiveness and the love and acceptance and letting go. You know, with every moon guidance I make, it seems that the message is recurring. We definitely need to learn to let go as a hive, as a group, as you listening. It's difficult, I know, but trust and believe that once you start letting go and trusting that good things will happen to you, they will. Just start by... What happened to me? I think it was on Monday or last Thursday. I think it was on Monday or last Thursday, where I was just thinking, oh, I forgot to bring some breakfast. I hope somebody is going to bring some donuts or whatever at the office. And I get there and my coworker was running a little late, and when she arrived, she was like, oh, you know, I had this situation, blah, 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 so I had to pick up some breakfast. I got us some donut holes. Boom. I had just a little thought, but I was sending like a little prayer out there. It was just a nothing, but I had that whenever I've had many instances where I found myself in a situation where I needed something, and we just send the hope out there, or just finding a parking spot. I'm always quote unquote bugging my guides and angels in Saint Anthony or God or Jesus or Mother Mary, or depending on who it is that I feel could help me at the moment. I'm always bugging them. And the things that I love, and thank you all of you guys, is that they do answer, they do help, they do provide. They are a wonderful bunch. So, take a breath and a sip. And let's dive. I'm going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot today. We're on a new moon. We're not going to be seeing technically we're not going to be seeing the moon. The last new moon that I witnessed, my God, it was a month ago already, almost. You know, you think you don't see it, but I was blown away. I could see the dark. Oh no, it was like almost it was 2 or 3 days after, and you could see the waxing moon already, but the dark side, the dark part of the moon could really be noticeable. So I loved it. Okay, so 4 cards spread. Oops, what wants to talk? Oh. 10 of Swords, again, talking to us about the end of suffering. This is the end. 10 of Swords, I think of it as the card of the little death. This is the end of the difficult path. Trust that you will get. You know what's funny with this, with the 10 of Swords of this deck, is that she refuses to let go. She's got the 10 swords in the back. She keeps trying to fight. She keeps trying to do something. She's trying to get her broom. There is somebody. Yeah, somebody is running away here. There is the familiar that's screeching at him. She refuses to let go. What that tells me here is, let go. You will start your new path. Your old path is let go. Let it be. It's done. Just accept the inevitable. Something better will come. This is a sunset. The sun will rise the following morning. So it's interesting because a lot of the 10 of Swords, you actually, you know, the character on the picture is actually dead. The character on the card. Ok, s'il vous plaît les anges, New Moon Tarot spread for today. So the first card is going to reflect our thoughts and feeling about the present. Oh, what? The Temperance. Temperance, I'm not going to take it because it just fell out. I didn't mean for it. You know, it's just a message that wants to be coming at us. Is the Temperance talks about communication. The Temperance talks about communication, talks about, in French we say putting water in your wine, meaning accepting that everything you think or feel may not be perceived the same way on the other side. It means like there is right and wrong on both sides. But in this deck, the Temperance is not mixing two liquids. She is there is the only liquid here is a glass with a straw and ice in it. Oh, I'm sorry, there is 2 glasses. She's got a refreshing, what looks like a glass of water here, and we have a martini on the other. So there is 2 cups, but she's not mixing them. She's still trying to find her balance. That's what this card does talk about. So maybe you need to find your balance in order to communicate properly. Maybe it is that you need to go sit down and have a drink with a person. Maybe one of you will like the martini, maybe the other one won't drink the martini. Obviously this talk about 2 different 2 different individualities, I want to say, because you have the alcoholic beverage here and the non-alcoholic beverage over here. You have somebody who's not wearing shoes. She's got she's winking. She's got an eye open and an eye closed. And we have cupcakes. Interestingly enough too, we have what looks to be a healthy on one side. And I not that I want to say electronics are not good, because hey, I'm using that to convey the message to you guys. But on the side that appears to be healthy, we have a book, we have carrots, and we have a juice. We have what looks to be a refreshing drink. On the other side, we have the alcoholic beverage. We have what looks to be a tablet, and we have the sugar with the cupcakes. And we have the little Brady familiar who stole the cake over here. So one side seems to be balanced, and see she's standing on the foot here, and the other side feels like it needs to be a little bit more balanced. So maybe she's trying to make the two connect, like she has her eye open also on the side that needs to be more balanced. So maybe this temperance doesn't necessarily talk about communication with someone else, but also inside balance, fighting yourself, helping yourself to communicate with the divine and receive it, and maybe find that healthier side. Who knows? That was interesting what came out of this card here. Okay, let's see what message we're gonna get for this new moon reading. So reflect thoughts and feelings about the present. The thoughts and feelings about the present. Strengths. Okay, so this strength here is quite the interesting card. It's a beautiful card. When the strength is also my favorite card. I don't want to say my favorite cards because I like all the cards in the tarot, but the one that I'm always curious to see how the artist described it, painted it, what the artist chose. In this one, we have the traditional lion. We have the lion kissing the hand of the witch. The witch is done with her fight. She had the strength to go through the fight. She's walking next to the train. She's not fighting the lion. She's done. See, there is all this smoke back there, but it's behind her. She's walking away from it. So whatever difficult moment, she had the strength to go through it. Your present is it's better than the past right there. Your present is showing that you've had difficulties, that you've had. What is in front of her? Oh, nothing. It's the bottom of her dress. She's done with it. The difficult. We can still see. Sorry, when you're channeling, it's always so many coming at once. I'm stuttering. I apologize. I'm stuttering. I apologize. So we can see that the difficulties, we can still see them, is what I'm trying to say. We are in a state of relaxation. We are in a state of acceptance of, and we're working towards a new thing. The lion is licking her hand, like probably in a way to make her feel better. You know, like when you hurt yourself and your pet is coming to lick the wound. That's what I feel here. But it also looks like she's petting him under the face. So there is that notion of you went through a lot. You are tired, but what this card tells you is that it's congratulations. You made it. You had the strength to go through it, and you are coming out stronger. So, but give yourself a pat on the back. You did it. That's what this card makes me feel like about you right now. So congratulations. Now visualize let's see, the life you want to have and desire. What we are visualizing. The life we want to have and desire. The Queen of Wands. Hey, wanting to get to a state of queen or king is quite the cool thing. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. The wand is a suite of fire. She is sweet of she's sitting on the dragon. She has abundance in her hand. She's got flowers. There is a hummingbird, so there is hope coming at her. I'm sorry, I have to bring it closer because I'm blind. She's looking like she just received a prize too, so that's I like it because it comes right after you know, we had the smoke, we had this battle, we had like the destruction of the everything that was, you know, happening to you recently. She's successful. She looks like she just got, you know, like she's just received a prize. You know, she's saluting the audience and being grateful. She made it. That really follows this. But now we went from having passed the difficult moment, having had the strength to do it, to I was just saying congratulations. That's the way that I feel with this card. So that was the present. This is telling me that you visualizing that peace, that final moment, the moment when you can sit down and relax and be, oh, I made it. It was hard. A lot of things happened. See, there is still smoke coming out of the dragon. You had to use, you didn't have to just use the lion. You had to bring the dragon out of you. You had to burn a lot of things. It was difficult. But it feels also like there is a lot of purification that came out of that. What else? I can't, you know, it's interesting because I can think of what the Queen of Wands. Let me just take the book. Boom, that fell down. The Queen of Wands, aside from passion and fire, I can't think of what it is right now. Where is the wand? Queen, goddess, mother, maiden, crown. Time to rock that female energy. You can be strong and nurturing at the same time. You don't have to just pick one. No commonplace throne will do for this queen. She sits perched on a dragon, tame for now. The flowers she holds show her nurturing side, but don't make the mistake of thinking she is soft. The Queen of Wands is kind and tough, but she doesn't encourage sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. Rather, she believes in taking your passion, whatever it is, and turning it into glorious and productive forward movement. So that's what I was talking about now that you've had all this difficult path, you made it, you want to get to that moment, or where you get into that glorious and you want to become productive, but you want to become productive to the point of still being recognized. The queen can represent a strong female figure in your life, someone who will support you as you grow and change. Or she may be you, a symbol of the best you possible. If so, make sure you are moving in a direction that empowers and enriches your life. So things to consider. Is there a strong female figure who is influencing your life right now? If so, you may want to listen carefully to what she is encouraging you to do. Don't follow blindly, of course, but don't ignore either. Keep in mind the strong energies and the strong advice that this female energy is giving you. If this card falls in a reading in such a way that it is clear the queen represents you, it is an indication that you are strong enough to do whatever is necessary. What are you waiting for? So, again, this is where you want to be. So, I feel like, again, telling you congratulations because you've made it to you made it through a difficult situation, and you want to be, I mean, there is what the text said. Obviously, if you feel like there is somebody who's giving you the right tone, the right advice, the right energies, then yay, keep on listening. But I also want to think that this reading is for you. And as such, this is telling you that you have the energy to, and the fire and the passion to get to that. So keep aiming for that. Obviously, you have all the right energies to get to that. How are you going to achieve this Queen of Wands situation? S'il vous plaît, les anges liquides, how are we going to do this? The High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess, I'm not a fan. But what's interesting is that this is not the first time she's coming out. The reason why I'm not a fan of the High Priestess is that I think of her as someone who hides things. But she has great intuition. And she looks in everything. You will notice that she has the ball of the crystal ball. She has a tarot deck. She has the runes. She has the book. She has the candlelit, and she trusts the universe. She looks everywhere for the answers. So what that's telling me is that in order for you to achieve the life that you want, which is being recognized for your talents, basically, and the fire that you have, and allowed to be productive, don't put your eggs in one basket. I'm getting this here. You have answers in many different ways. You have many different doors. Trust your intuition, number one, because the High Priestess is definitely a woman with intuition, a woman, a character with intuition. And she's not afraid to look at all the possibilities. You may have answers in many different ways. So whether it's in books, whether it's in communication, I'm seeing the ball of the crystal ball as form of communications, trying to get the answer, you know, whether it's going to be phone or internet or friends. With the bag of runes here, especially that it's being touched by the familiar, it feels like there is a hand giving you the answer as well. Like providence, universe, chance is going to push something. So try to see what the universe is showing you as well. Use your intuition. Listen to that gut feeling. It's pointing out over here, so it is important that you do. Keep hope. Make peace. Who it is that it is you need to make peace with. All these energies will allow you to see, to find the answers on how to get to that. But definitely trust in yourself. And it looks like you need to do a little bit more research. In yourself, within yourself. Do you have hidden talents? Or talents you are afraid to let out? I just noticed the number 2 as well, so maybe it's again a duo situation here to get to that productivity and that level of queen here. Those are very, very nice cards so far. What's the divine message from the universe here, s'il vous plaît? 3 of Pentacles. I was just talking about a duo. This is definitely teamwork that's recommended here. At the bottom of the deck, we have 7 of Swords. So, watch out. It's so funny that this comes up. Lately, it's been coming up a lot. There was jealousy in the previous reading. Seven of Swords. Watch out for something. There is somebody that's not clear. There is something that's hidden from you. There is a thief. There is a cheater. There is an unclear situation. Somebody is hiding something from you. With the Seven of Swords, somebody may be trying to steal from you. So be vigilant. Be on the lookout. As much as I want to say trust the universe, there is not just bad things out there. There is always that little warning card that wants to come out. That just makes me sad. But so just be vigilant, be careful. Maybe don't talk about everything that you're doing to everyone. Someone is not to be trusted. It just makes me sad to say. But with the Three of Pentacles here, we see that the universe is recommending you to work as a team, to not work alone. Is reminding you that we are not meant to be doing things alone anyways. Everybody, you see how everyone is wearing different colors. You got the red, the green, and the gold, and you have the red, the blue, and the gold hearts here. Pentacles here. We have the Trinity coming out again, just like with the Hope card. They are all thinking, they are all drawing, they are all doing their artwork together, they are all planning together, they are all looking in the same direction, building together. So it feels like in order for you to get to that situation of feeling like you're sitting where you belong, like that you've brought results in your life, you cannot do it alone. There is definite brainstorming, teamwork, building together, and look at how you have the two candles here. You have the two candles here and the two candles here. So you may start on the project alone, but you will need to work it with someone else. So something that just came to mind, and there is no coincidence, obviously. There is that two candles over here, the two pillars over here, and there was a Seven of Swords, and I was telling you to be careful to something. This whatever project that you want to work on, that you may, let's say, work with two other people, there is one too many. And I don't tend to it's fun, it's interesting, because really I'm not even wanting to say that, but because the card came out, and this is a warning that I cannot ignore. Out of the three people in the project here, one of them is to be cautious of. Like, just be careful. See how this one is like in the project. It's these two are very in it. They're both holding the feather, the paintbrush. This guy is just, I first thought he had in his pocket. He's looking up there, he's observing. Even the cat is not in with the other two here. This one is like all relaxed and having fun and playing. This one is looking back at what the women have done. But he feels like he's not necessarily in the circle. He's observing. He's not acting. He's observing. And that's what's bothering me in the picture here. That's who I'm thinking could be the Seven of Swords. So keep an eye on that. I don't know, it needed to be said, so here it is. Just be vigilant. The Seven of Swords is a sneaky one, so we find out, but sometimes too late. Who was talking about trusting your gut feeling here at some point with the High Priestess, so just be aware, pay attention. Okay, I took out, just to get a few extra messages. Let's see how clear we are, if we get more explanation, you know, about that third person, if we really have to worry about them or not. I picked out the Oracle of the Witches too, because they wanted to come out. So let's see, s'il vous plaît. An extra message for, okay, that one was obvious. We have prayers and wishes. That goes very well with the new moon time. Set your intentions. Look at how she's throwing the coin in the well. Hey, if you have a well that you can have access to, please go for it. Remember to set your attention in a positive thought. We have a lot of communications here, possibly also something new, but like with a move, because we have the birds flying away towards the sun. Does it mean you're gonna go west? We have the cat and the dog playing. Talks about you know what's funny here, I was gonna say the dog talks about someone who's loyal and faithful, and that's gonna love you unconditionally, and we have the cat running after the dog. So there is that playfulness, there is that thing of working together. And as much as I love cats, look, I have them here flying. Thank you, April. They can be also sneaky. They are the one that will be on top of your furniture and throwing down that flower pot or that glass of water, or, you know, so I get that warning again of that person here. Be mindful. But regardless of this person, and that's the joy I get out of this card too, is that regardless of whatever they are going to try and do, there is still the sun, there is still the communication, there is still the love, there is, with the birds here, I see like the communication and the love and the well-being and the abundance and the joy, and I see the spring turning into summer, the relaxation. There is definite good things, but remember to set your intentions with the new moon coming. Remember to let the universe know what you want. Ground and center yourself at the bottom of the deck. Now let's see, with the, what is the name of that oracle again? It is Sacred Spirit. Can we have another message for this new moon? Whoa, that was quick. I wanted to talk really fast. Light codes. If you could see my face right now, I'm speechless. If I could be, I think we had this one in a previous moon reading. Light codes. Travel awaits you. I was talking about traveling here, so and we had ground and center at the bottom of the other deck. I don't want to read the whole text of Light Code, but I'm going to see if there is a message on it, because I don't remember all the text. Just that you definitely have some growth to do. The universe wants you to connect with it. The universe is sending you, whether it's dream or synchronicities or coincidences, messages, signs. The universe is all in your face. If you've been having difficult time, maybe you're not looking at the past the way the universe wants you to look at it. But it's sending you, I mean, look how bright the messages are around this person's face. It's like hitting you like a bullet through the head, like it wants you to see, and it looks like it cannot be any clearer. I like the travel awaits you, and how we have this golden light. Let's see, really fast. And we have number 24. Is it the 24th of this month? That's like about what are we, the 16th, so 8 days from now. So something to keep in mind is that my readings are timeless. So if you fall on this reading at a moment that is not close to a new moon, it's 3 years from now, whatever. If I tell you it's 8 days from now, then I'm the 24th, you know, 8 days from now. So think of it 8 days later if you're in the month of December, okay? And it's the 24th already. But maybe 24 is part of your dress. So like I said, it could be your age. It could have many meaning. Travel awaits you. Share your mission and ideas with passion. That goes back with the fire in this queen here and the strengths and how you're working together here. And keep in mind not to share it with too many. Affirmation: I awaken the dormant light within me. I am radiant. Don't be too opinionated. The guardian angel here is Namael. Spiritual communication, sacred knowledge. Also, that growth, your ideas could be coming to you through your dreams too. If you tend to have a lot of dreams lately, a recurring dream, try and make note of what it is that the universe is sending you as well. The universe is trying to communicate with you, with us right now. Let's get a pic of the, just because, oopsie, I was going to say I'm a selfish being. It is a moon reading, so I want to get a fun card out of the Harry Potter, what is this called? Like Insight. It's from the Insight edition. The Magical Meditation inspirational card and booklet. Inspirational card deck from inspired by the Harry Potter series. Am I a big fan? Yes. Oopsie. Let's just pick it because these are still quite new and difficult. We have in the Flight of Fancy series, or part of the deck, the wizards in the Harry Potter films use a wide variety of spells, charms, and enchantment to work their magic. If you could use one spell from the Harry Potter film, what would it be? What about this particular spell is so appealing? So that will talk obviously to people who have seen the movie. The spell that I would like to use, I have quite a few myself that comes to mind. We have the time traveling things that Hermione uses. I love just because of its beauty, what is it called? The one that makes the deer. I keep thinking Expecto Patronum. Expecto Patronum, that's the one. It's just because it's pretty. It's just fighting those dark beings. I'm having a hard time keeping, coming up with my words. But what this is definitely making me think of is to give you a spell. So let's see a little spell, because many of you may not have seen the movie Harry Potter. So let's see what Lorriane, is it Lorriane or Lorriane? Where is her name in here? That doesn't show. Lorriane Anderson. She's the one who created, in participation with Juliet Diaz, the Season of the Witches decks that I like so much. Okay, this one is Pine Blessings. It says burn dried pine needles. We know that's going to smell very good. As as incense around your home and business to remove anything that is blocking money and success. We were talking about abundance and success in your life, so in order to help you with that, burn dried pine needles as incense around your home and business to remove anything that is blocking money and success. If you want to take a screenshot of this one. Wow, we're on over an hour. Oh, because I talked a lot at the beginning. I'm so sorry, this is a very long reading. So let's cut it short then. Beltane Oracle, because I was just talking about her. S'il vous plaît. Nos anges, nos guides. Oh, wow, they are jumping and talking. I love this. Boundaries. And we have a number 3 talking to us about the Trinity again. At the bottom of the deck, kept self-worship. We talked about that one before. This is what this is reminding you, to love yourself and to allow yourself. Boundaries. To allow yourself, you know, good things. Boundaries are sewn into the parts of who you are, for they are not to be crossed. So, what that tells me is some of us tend to give, and allow other people maybe to do certain things that if we had set boundaries, that would not happen. So remember to have boundaries and to show the consequences to other people if they go over those boundaries. It is important that we have boundaries. Okay, a moon message. S'il vous plaît. Oh, thank you. I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begin. Definite reminder of that travel over here. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot to take a Moonology Oracle card. S'il vous plaît. Oopsie, sorry. I didn't realize I had spent so much time talking to you guys. Those were supposed to be a quick reading, and it ended up being quite the guidance. Okay, we want to have a full moon in Gemini. We have Gemini next month. The answers you need are coming, so please do listen. Very nice. A Mother Mary message, s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît, Maman Marie, message for Abyss. S'il vous plaît. Maman Marie, donnez-moi un message précis. Okay, she wants to come out. I think we've had her before. Our Lady of Creative Choice. No matter what is happening in your life and how powerless you may feel to bring about change, fear not. If you knew how much power you had, you would laugh with relief. You don't have to control anything or anyone to feel empowered. Your power doesn't come from controlling outcomes. It flows from your endless capacity to make choices. What is your heart's choice in this moment? And go with it. Remember, your heart sometimes may guide you towards the right direction, and we need to shut our head. The universe sends us the messages that only our heart will hear. Okay? Very nice. And a okay, since you know we went over already, let's get an angel message card, s'il vous plaît. Oopsie, not all of them. Well, here we go. Archangel Sandalphon. I have heard your call for help. Your prayers will soon be answered. Very nice. And a gratitude message, because that's how we gotta end. S'il vous plaît, les anges liquides. Oopsie, that's way too many. Gratitude message for our highs, s'il vous plaît. It fell. Embrace challenges. Each obstacle is an opportunity for growth. That reminds me of the Change the Narrative video, where don't see a problem, see an opportunity. This is reminding you to keep going that route. Every thing that looks like a problem is an opportunity for something else. Never look for the no you know, the no is already there. So try to figure out how to get the yes. With that, I love you all. Thank you for being here. I thank you if you remain that long. I send you all my love, obviously, and all the best. And remember to try and keep as calm and happy during this new moon. Bye-bye.